War. War never changes.
Right, folks, I just did all the bullshit that I've been doing for the last 7 dozen episodes. What are you doing up there, love? I didn't even build a bridge to this building yet. Only thing that changed is I've got rid of Curry as the companion for the moment because I couldn't give her any guns. She wouldn't accept any guns, and I gave her like every different kind of laser. Shotguns, pistols, snipers, she wasn't interested. So I've got Cait back because I really liked her disarming things, and I don't think that we got to play with her as long as I wanted because we got Jack and then it escalated. So, shut up you. I'm trying to talk, you idiot. We're gonna walk back to where we were going, and we're gonna do whatever this is. Parkview something? Parkview Apartments. The Parkview Apartments. Wow. Did you get here before me? Been waiting long? Let's go fuck them up. Ooh, something sounds squishy already. So we've got turrets fighting super mutants, maybe? There's a telephone.
Feeling nostalgic or something?
There's some crack.
Could always get some cash for that, I suppose.
You'll come around to my way of thinking. Really? Is this just a lobby? Alright. Thank you, Mr. Elevator. Please declare my arrival. It's exactly what we want the giant, 7 feet tall green mutant men to know. Would it really be so much effort for you to wear a little makeup? My god, Cait. I'm gonna start calling you Cait Sith because you repulse me. Can I use you for that?
Need something?
Oh, no. It says inspect. So we got a lot of pool balls. That goes outside. I assume that does the same. Let's try the toilet, shall we? Ooh, Mr. Handy Fuel. Does Mr. Handy really need fuel? You know, if you think about it. Because that Cogsworth survived for 200 years trying to polish rust. Never needed fuel. Or never asserted of anything of that nature. So do we really need to power the thing that lasted for 200 years without our help? Seems a little strange to me. I can hear moving. Oh, Jesus, dude, you just straight up... Whoa, how strong is this man? He's incredibly durable to what I'm selling. No point shooting at him if he's going to run right over there.
Quit playing games and come out where I can see you.
I don't think he's playing, I think he's just badass. Should have shot his other hand, maybe he'd drop his weapon. Oh, I put on the DC helmet too. It reminds me a little of the helmet that Max is wearing on the original Mad Max poster. Oh, that was a trap. Sorry, love. Wasn't paying attention. Could have got us all killed. Worth it. Just chilling out. Doing whatever it is people do. I wish that Darth Vader gas mask looked better. Anything that way? It wants me to go that way. Seems a little confusing. Expert Wall Safu. Oh, bollock. In my soup. Solitary testy.
Nice.
Cool. Those big guns sell for quite a lot. Do you mind, bitch? Trying to move! Fucking idiot. Get out!
Damn it!
Am I fat? Shit, that's even worse.
What is?
I am fat. How dare I? I'm a mess. It doesn't take long to get there as well. You seem to spend more time getting shit to your buddies than you do playing the fucking game. It's ridiculous. Or I do, at least. There's everyone else like, oh, I don't even pick that shit up, Chris. Well, I do. I can't help it. I love picking shit up. It's just one of those things. Every time I see a dog, I'm like following it, just waiting. Because I know that present's coming. Really? That seems really close. There we go.
Got it.
It's nice to see the locking away grenades, even though the very first letterbox we found was full of the chuffs. It's kicking off. It doesn't matter that there's a 0% chance I can still hit it, game. Shit, we missed. Let's get some crits back. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Hi. Whatever. I wish this was a little stronger. I just shoot there. Interesting. I hope she's beating him up. That'd be hilarious. So there's a cover system on this game that I haven't really been using because I don't think it's very good. Yeah, she disarmed him. Goes for the right hook, misses. Squares off against each other. Bit of dirty boxing. Oh, nice left hook. Goes for the right. She parries! Parries into backhand. What is he doing? Oh, hammer fist, Vegeta style. They're having clipping issues. There she goes. He parried her. He goes for the double-fisted hammer fist thing. Vegeta special. Zarbon hits the ground. Another parry. Oh, and a right. That's like a right straight. He's having trouble with the roof. And there's the two-handed hammer fist. She goes for a big one. Parry. Oh, she parries back. She goes for the... Oh, he parries her. She parries him. What the fuck is happening? I'm going to shoot him. This is crazy. Just get on your back, son. That was a good fight, Cait, but you were just telegraphing all your moves. Where was your leg kicks? You gotta chop that tree down. Take his momentum away. If he doesn't have a base, he can't do those wicked parries.
Sweet.
That was quite sweet. Are we done? Is that it? Is it like... No, I'm not picking that up. That's like 20 fucking weight for note. But you know who will pick that up?
Hey.
My friend, when I give her all the shit. I think she might be full, you know. Because it won't let me store it. But I bet it lets me store like berry shit. Yeah, it does. She can take the little shit, she can't take the big shit. So no Mr. Handy, but she can take that. So, you go
Heads up.
command,
Yeah.
and then you tell her to pick it up.
Take
And
that
if you
weapon.
watch,
Yep, I got
she'll go and pick it up, even though she can't have it. Well, she might not, because the game's fucking annoying. But there you go. She'll now pick up anything that's feasibly on the floor / dropped. So it's pretty useful exploit of the system, I suppose you could call it. There was a pretty big fight here. I'm full. So we'll drop that. Then we'll go.
Heads up.
Cat,
This better be worth
Get that rifle.
get it.
I'll get it done.
So watch this. It's just
Grab that gun over there.
crazy,
Got it,
dude.
Captain.
Grab that.
And this works in Skyrim.
Get that.
Will do.
Pick that up.
No problem.
See what I mean? How crazy is that? I'm so glad I read that. And then people will look at that as cheating, and that's perfectly fine if you think that. But I'm like, fuck that. Do you know how much time that's gonna save me? Is this a Mila spot? This looks like a place that you would place one of those MILAs. Or maybe I already have. I don't know. Is that a dude? That is a dude. Miss. Interesting, these people have got a weird red aura. I wonder if it means they took a drug or something. It took me 40 minutes to change weapons then. A task that should take 5 seconds. So this gun benefits from using the final bullet as a crit. Because I believe the ability refills your action points on a critical hit. So you use every bullet in VATS except for the final one, and then you save the crit for the final one, and it completely refills you for the next round of shooting. If you use it intelligently, this is a gun that can really go far. Or I believe so anyway. So let's see if we can test it on this guy. Although we may kill him. So it gets a good 5 shots. But on the 5th shot, you want to get your shot back. But unfortunately, we killed him in 1. It's all kicking off. I need to Google this, dude. I must have something that lets me see through walls. Some kind of perk. I don't know. What is going on there? I thought he was dribbling for a second. It's just a dude's head. It's always a dude's head. It's always a lighthouse. Always a child. Are they pretending to be dead? No, they're just chilling. They're asleep and shit. I should probably put on a gun that isn't this loud. So who are they? He's watching TV. I feel kind of bad about this. I'll put 2 in you just in case the first one misses. And I'll put 2 in you just in case the first one. You've got to go with the double tap. That was cool. As was that. And nope. Come on, guys. You're going to get Kuru. You keep hitting human face. It's not good for you. It's not good for you, dude. That's coming from somebody who has the worst diet on the planet. My diet's so bad it affected my gums. That is a suppressed pistol. Moral of the story, guys, don't eat trash. Gotta get those veggies, gotta get that fruit, gotta get those real meats. None of this fucking TV dinner processed pizza bullshit. Not even the turret knows where we are. I feel like Leon, dude. Just cruising through that guy's building, and then he comes up behind him with the knife, and he's all shit in his pants. And he tells Matilda that the final weapon that you learn is the knife, because it's the hardest one to master, kind of thing. Which is a really, really good film if you've never seen the Leon the Professional. Jean Reno is a beast in that movie. But Gary Oldman steals it, I don't think anybody would argue that. And of course, little Natalie Portman is also very good, if not a little bit Lolita complexy, just because of the way the film is. Because I think it is, isn't it essentially like a more violent take on Lolita? That very famous book about the, essentially, you know, a paedophile. Only Leon is, I won't say he's a paedophile because he's kind of, I'm not going to say slow, but I think he has a certain faculty issue, you know, maybe like a disability of some sort, which makes him very childlike and meticulous and obsessive, but not necessarily in things that you would think an adult would value. So, you know, he's really good at his job, but that's kind of all he does. He lives to work and he doesn't really question things. You know, he's kind of fathered by that Italian guy. And I always kind of got the vibe that he was in some way disabled. But it didn't affect his life massively because he'd learned to, you know, live with it. And then you've got Natalie Portman, who is just amazingly quick and clever for her age. Oh, wrong one. I want you to do it.
Hold.
Leaving me behind. It's your
Grab that.
funeral.
Get that.
Yep, I've got it.
Bring that here.
Will do.
Because in a lot of ways, he is
Grab
very
that.
childlike in that film.
Get that.
No problem.
And he probably hasn't ever loved somebody up until Matilda. And it's one of those things where he probably doesn't know what that love means. There's a whole host of like subtext to that movie. But if you don't even want to get into any of that, which you don't need to, it's essentially about a guy who is a hitman who saves a little girl, and then he systematically helps kill the people who killed the girl's parents. It's an interesting film. And I haven't seen it in many years, so I should probably watch it again, because it's great. Look at the distance of that. Is it because my perception's high that I've got this? What is my perception? Something's boosting my perception. Maybe I'm seeing this as a replacement of the threat indicators on the bar. Maybe that's how this works. Maybe that's how perception works. So we can only see 2 of these tosses at the moment. Let's take a drug that gives us perception to see if it gives us more. That puts perception up by 5. Shit.
Feels good, doesn't it?
She likes it when you take drugs. I mean, I don't know. I think that's what it is, but I'm not certain. I'm also not done, because there's this fella still alive. We don't have any grenades equipped. Should probably change that. Are we still not done? Oh no. Well, that was a crash, guys. Pretty rough crash at that. The question is, did we do the mission? We did. So we just have to go back to the dude. Awesome. Additionally, the dude, he's currently with a bunch of other people from the Brotherhood, because of course the Brotherhood are in town. And this place just got a little bit more crowded. And we can talk to Paladin Dance. Yeah, I'm almost certain that that's how perception works now. Instead of updating your bar, it gives you this weird fucking crazy miasma vision. It's kind of crazy. See what I mean? This place is really... Everybody's got, like, the same haircut. That's how you know they mean business.
Cavalry's arrived. I don't know where you're going, but if you want to remain a part of the Brotherhood, I'd get back here.
He's got no gloves. Yeah, look at it. It makes the game look really strange when your perception's high.
So,
You'll not miss stuff,
finished or
though.
what?
That's pretty cool. Just doesn't... It's such a strange change.
Affirmative. Keep it up, and I'm
Like, everybody's...
You got some real guts. Here.
Gone Vegeta? Which one was it?
Recon's
Was it
always coming in.
Super
Take a breather if
Gogeta
you
that
need it.
had like kind
When you're
of...
ready, just say the word.
Yeah, I think it was Super Gogeta, Super Saiyan level 4, that had that weird coloured hair. It was like weird browny.
I'm ready.
Roger that. Here's the data on the location.
God, it looks
Don't come
weird.
back until the op's done.
There's a part of me that
Brought the Prip one here.
sees it really useful, but then at the same time, I don't really know if I like the
prefer laser
effect.
weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot, and it leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Which means we better prep this.
Ozone smell?
Someone smarter than a pack of pharaohs
doesn't look
decides
half
we're a
bad.
target.
Yeah, everyone talk at once. Great idea. Why don't you make a podcast? That sounds like it could do nothing but successful things. I only have one oil on me? Mr. Handy Fuel removed.
We still have so much to learn about the mistakes we made in the past.
Proctor Quinlan has just sent over his findings regarding artifact collection locations.
Good. I spent months surveying the area.
Shit's getting crazy in here, dude. I like that it's now all
Quinlan
kicking
seems to
off.
think that these new locations are a sure.
Shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
I ran into a synth last night. Just in the Wasteland. Killed them, picked up their Institute rifles. I like the synths. I think it's a cool thing. I'm enjoying it. So, I want to do that one. I want to do that one. And I'm curious about this big dig. I also want to do Pikmin Gallery. So, let's toggle that as active. And hopefully it won't mess with my map too badly. Interesting, they're both... Oh no, that's two of the same objectives. And then there's this over here, which is this. Which is active for the wrong reason, because I don't want to do that shit. And then the Pikmin Gallery is here. Let's go and check this place out, but before we do, I need to see how full of shit I am. Some would argue massively. 212. I've got a bit of shit. How full of shit is she? Where is she? What are you opening doors for? You just compromised the defensive structure. Good job. Integrity on down the toilet. Cait safe.
Hey.
Need some?
Yeah, she's full of shit, isn't she? We need to sell some of the shit. So let us go to Bunker Hill, because there's a couple of merchants there, and it alternates the caravan merchants as well, which is useful.
I heard you can get anything from these fellas. Maybe we should rest here. The place is built like a fortress.
Really? Shitbanger wood walls. Have you been in this wasteland? People don't care what your defences are, they still get in. And just like this person who's shopping at this time, look who it is! Douchebag Carla, all the way out here. And at this time of night, formal hat and Lorenzo's swags. Let's do this, bitch.
Carla.
You again.
Carla.
Here to trade?
Let's see what you got.
Carla.
Here's
Yeah,
what I got.
everybody talk at the same fucking time. What a great idea. There you go. Shitty rifle. Right. Shitty gas mask. Shitty combat right arm. That's not so shitty, but it's still shitty. Shitty chest. Shitty chicken. Shitty beef. I bet some of these could be given to the girl I'm with, but... fuck it. So far, she's doing a great job of not getting incapacitated, and she disarms everybody. I mean, what can you scoff at that? I didn't get rid of anything important, did I? I don't think I did. I don't think you did, Major. Just doesn't make sense. I really don't want to be trading with you. Where's Deb, or whatever her name is? Let's sit on this stool for a bit. We look like we're Amish. It's ridiculous. I'm here to get more gingham for my wife. That's what Amish people do, right? They collect gingham. They use water from springs.
Hey.
They river dance and
Time to
rain
trade a few
dance.
things.
Sacrifice small children. Isn't that what Amish people do, right? And I just took everything off her. I like how her base outfit actually looks kind of cool, unlike mine. Minus your massive clown shoes.
Hey.
This back.
So now, she had the Deathclaw, and she had a bunch of shit. Like, maybe that. Or perhaps one of those. We got left leg, we got right arm. Strengthened metal right arm. Right, can you put this on? Equip. 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 There we go.
Better be worth it.
She looks a little different, but, you know, same effect. There you are. Someone with some actual sales experience.
Step right up. Little
You look just
see what
like
you
every
got.
other woman in
may
this
have to
game.
dig a little.
Uh-huh.
Cait admires me. What, for getting her weapons back? Or is it just because I treat the ladies fine? It's a pretty powerful laser gun. This lady doesn't have shit though to give me for the shit I'm giving her. Need to be careful or I'm going to end up selling something I don't want to sell. Right, have you got anything I can... Ooh, I'll take some 10mm rounds. Why not? Take all your ammo. Some fertilizer. Have you got anything I don't have? Nah. Got a sub. Let's just take some junk off her. Not really bothered what junk I take, so I'll just kind of go through it until we've got what we need. There we go. And I could somehow still move.
You got a second? I got something I want to say to you.
Okie dokie. Go on, Conor McGregor. What do you got to say?
Go on.
I'm not sure how to put this. We've been on the road together for a while, and we've taken some hard knocks. But through all that crap, I notice you've always been sticking by me. You know,
Boy me.
watching me back and making sure I don't do anything stupid. I think maybe it's time to tell you a little bit about who you're traveling with. There's no reason for us to keep acting like we're strangers.
I appreciate your trust when it's sitting on my face.
I appreciate your trust.
Well, you're the first to earn it. It all starts with two wastes of humanity. I suppose you could call me parents. I'm convinced I was a mistake, because I can't remember a single moment that they treated me like their daughter.
My mother had a handful of toilet paper when I came out.
Nothing but a nuisance in their eyes. The whole time I was telling myself that they had to love me, even if it was just the tiniest bit, because they never kicked me out. Then my 18th birthday arrived, and I found out why they kept me around. They slapped a shock collar around my neck and sold me to slavers.
Shit!
They didn't care enough about me to say goodbye. 18 years of suffering through that shite, and all I was worth to them was a pocket full of caps.
Who fucking does that, dude? Wow.
My God. I'm so sorry.
Thanks.
I'm
But
Bradley
there's more to
Cooper
the story.
Heisenberg.
It would be easy to blame me charming personality on me parents, but they didn't make me this way. I did. I was with those slavers for 5 years. Roughest 5 of me goddamn life. The things they made me do.
The stretch
The
marks
way they
round my
used me
mouth.
For their amusement. It
Oof.
sickens me to me stomach even thinking about it. But I bided me time and learned to use their own methods against them. Stealing a few caps out of a sleeping man's pocket is a piece of cake. As long as you don't get greedy.
Please tell me more about these savage, brutal encounters.
I can't even imagine having to go through something like that.
You think that's low? Just wait. The story gets much worse. It took every...
My ass got so wide I was practically a mobile Hoover.
But after 5 years, I had finally pocketed enough to buy me own way out of there. But instead of heading off to try and repair the shambles of me life, I gave in to me rage and I headed home. You can imagine the look on me parents' faces when I kicked open their door. What you can't imagine is what they looked like after. After I emptied me gun into them.
There you go.
Sounds like justice to me.
Was it justice? Or was it murder? When I
Well,
close me eyes,
they're practically
all
the
I
same
can
thing.
see is their faces twisted with fear. And then my mind starts wandering and I start judging myself. And it's ripping me the fuck apart. You think I inject myself with all that shite and drink myself drunk because I'm a tough Irish girl. I do it so I can forget and move on with my miserable life.
Well, yes.
So
Isn't
there
that
you
what the
are,
Irish do?
The entire flawed package known as Cait, stripped bare for your perusal.
I thought Ireland was just afloat on the alcohol and the self-loathing. Oh, I'm proud of you, kid.
I'm proud of you.
I knew I was taking a chance telling you all this, but I never expected you to say you were proud of me.
Well, I'm not. It's just it didn't have the option
think
I
needed
wanted.
to hear that from you.
I wanted to
Thank
unzip, and just dong you on the forehead. No? See if we can flirt.
I'm always here for you, Cait. There's nothing you can say that would ever change that.
Ching.
I that's
I love the
not
winky
what I
face.
expected you to say. Sorry.
Ching.
I didn't realize you cared that much about me. And here I thought I was being stupid, bothering you with me problems. It feels good to know if I need you.
I wonder if you
You'll
can
be there for me.
rotoscope in Premiere.
And
I don't think I've
always
ever
be there
tried.
for you too.
Because I was just thinking about that picture again and cutting it out and having it as like something to use. But then I'm immediately thinking of After Effects, and it's this piece of software I have trouble accessing at the moment, which is frustrating because it's really good software, but it's not worth the fucking money. Ridiculous cost. I always think about the morality of selling software for such a steep price. They sell it for such a steep price, I think, because of maybe like licensing costs and because of the creative potential of it. If you buy, Photoshop, you could be the next best designer in the world and become a millionaire if you know what you're doing, or if you get super lucky and everything. So that might be one of the reasons why it's marked up so much. I guess I don't really know, but the one thing that I always find kind of dodgy about it, we're gonna... did we do... No, we didn't. We're going to Pikmin Gallery. We're doing it now. But the one thing I find almost as immoral as I find farming students, especially students that you don't think are capable of actually passing the course that you're selling to them, and they're getting themselves into all that debt with almost the prior knowledge that they aren't capable of passing or getting a decent grade, is the fact that nobody teaches you how to use the software. There's tutorials online, there's tons of that. There's help menus in the software itself, but nobody is going to teach you just just via the software itself, how to be great at Photoshop. And the people who have learnt it and who've taught themselves, and I'm kind of in that variety of it, it doesn't come quick and it doesn't come easily. And it's one of those things where you can spend the first year in Photoshop knowing nothing. Like, not even being able to do anything. Being able to drop a filter on something and thinking you're amazing because, you're so good. And you don't know any of the subsets. Like, how many options are there on those tab bars in a creative suite like that? There are dozens. How many do you use in an average piece of work? 2 or 3? Out of 1,000,000? It's crazy just how much you can do with those kind of softwares that you've never even looked into because you've never needed to. Or maybe you didn't know you could. And I always find that weird about... It's a fucking grand for this piece of software that you don't know how to use. And unless you're studying 1,000 different tutorials online, like your bloody, your video co-pilots and stuff,
we're gonna catch this
and everything.
Slippery bastard.
Like, what are you gonna make? What's the best thing you're gonna do? Draw a dick, laugh for a few minutes, and then get all depressed because you can't do it? You have to be a pretty strong person to turn that into anything. And I was lucky because I had a couple of friends who knew how to use it, and they gave me shortcuts and things, and they helped me out there. But for the most, it takes raw time, and not everybody's going to be able to do it because not everybody can do everything. Even though I like to try and converse to that point.